Hi guys. Okay, what is now? So hi guys, it's time to start a game. I got very high elo so far. Today I'll try to get to 1400. That's if I manage. Well, it's the normal King Spawn King Side variation. Philidor defense. That's your Scotchy Philidor defense. I'll eat the pawn of the knight. He might push the pawn too. We'll just return with the knight. Pretty normal so far. After this we can develop this knight. Actually, I prefer to develop the bush as it's a bit stronger, as it's a bit more powerful overall. Now we usually develop the knight as usual, and after develop the bush, the opening's finished. So you might develop the knight, then I'll develop the bush, then he'll castle, then I'll castle. And you can also develop this knight, and it's the same thing. He does this, but he is a bit slower than before. And it's also the same if he puts out the bush like this. Actually, if he puts out the bush like this, I'll kick the bush. Because then when he moves, we kick him again, and then we get him stuck a bit. We try to do stuff like that. He might also push, which loses a pawn, but I don't see why he would push. Why is he thinking so much? Okay, he did this one. It's the same thing. Well, here it's actually a bit different. And if I do this, he just eats my bush. But still similar, since we still move the bush here. And now we just castle. Okay, he pushed a pawn. It's a bit of a scared move. So let's castle. Let's use that time to castle. And now that we're all safe and sound, we can start doing a lot of stuff. A lot. Actually, we can't. These defenses are too good. They're going to be tough to attack. But if we get our queen out, then that's very good. But how can we get our queen out? Well, we might not actually need to get our queen out in the normal way. Since let's move the bush here. Because it prepares knight here. Even though now it will lose a pawn. Oh right, it will lose a pawn. I did not consider that. So instead we'll try to get this knight out of here in this way. Which weakens the knight, but it opens up the bush, which is backed up by the queen. The bush will obviously not go here, but maybe here it will. Because it strengthens the bush, allows us to get the queen out. It's an overall stat boost. He can do many moves currently. He can even kick the bush, even though that's not that good. But he will probably develop the knight. Since it allows him to have a good rank, it allows him to have a more solid positioning overall. He's thinking a lot. He might move the knight here, but then we just get out. Okay, yeah, he did the normal down. And then we move the bush here. It increases the power of the bush and allows us to get the queen out first of all. And if he eats, we just get the queen out. Pretty good. Overall. He might push now. Because that doesn't lose anything. But if he push, that's weird. I did not consider that. That's a bit weird. I don't realize what this does. I don't see anything it really does. It just weakens the knight. Is he trying to get the knight here or something? Or get the bush here for more protection? I don't know. All I know is this is a good opportunity to take the center. Because if he eats, we move the pawn goes here and hits the knight, which is always good. And then we'll get a bit more fresh positioning. The knight's also here pretty strong. See, the knight here is pretty strong. And if the queen moves here, which we might do, we just do this fork. And if he does here, we don't actually really want to eat him that much, but we do kind of want to eat him still. Ooh, he's playing something unusual. It's unusual, but it's smart. Is it smart? Let's find out. Okay, well, we can obviously do the obvious thing. This, and well, we don't lose the thing he wants us to lose. But we still lose a lot. He might not notice that, but he will. The problem is he's attacking badly. But not really, because if he does this, we eat the knight, and then the queen protects. So he isn't exactly actually doing enough to rattle me. But to increase everything, let's move the bush here, because it overall makes the bush significantly stronger. It basically just moves the bush right where his king is. I mean, it allows the bush to do so much more. I mean, it helps here, it helps everywhere after this. Hope I didn't make a mistake of some sort. I think I did make a mistake. Oh no, I didn't. The thing I was thinking of was this, and then he eats, or then he eats this, and then but then there's a check if once we do that. We eat with the knight now. We want the queen to protect him, and the knight is overall more important to get stronger. And if he tries doing something like that, then this is a check, and that's not a weak check, since this bush is just terrorizing everything. Very strong bush. He's kind of blocking it all, and he can be a big help. He's thinking a lot now, and he might put a lot of stuff. He might move the knight here, but then we can eat him. Then once he eats us, we can eat him. Then he does this, then we get to do this. That one's a pawn. Pawns are something. Don't underestimate the pawns. Please don't underestimate the pawns. Please. Okay. Well, we can actually make it a bit nicer, but I don't think that actually works. I mean, if we just keep sacking everything at his house, he will have an open house. We won't have anything to attack his house with. If we just keep sacking at his house. And I think I tested nearly all these options already, but he can still move the knight here, which might actually be his best move. Look. Observe. If he plays this, and we do this, we just do that. And then he eats the bush, and then done. And then he gets the queen out and attacks the bush, attacks the knight. It all gets so bad. So this is a very, very strong move. Now we just need to look for ways to counter it. He's also... I did not check this move. It's like the only move, and I did not check. I missed it. But it's actually not as good. We already knew the strat. Actually, I didn't say the strat out loud. It's very strong. Bam, bam, bam. And now, look. If I play this, he cannot move the queen here. Not here. Not here. Here. He can. Here. He can. Not here. There. I wonder what he'll actually play. I mean, he might find a brilliant move. A move that sacks the queen. It's shocking. At least we have protection. So now that we're done with maybe getting an advantage, I don't know yet. He might do something insanely shocking that makes me not have an advantage. Some sort of thing. He might do something like that. I don't see something like that though. My eyes don't see something like that. But he might have something. But I don't see anything, really. This doesn't work. This doesn't work. All the knight moves are bad. Is he going... Why is he thinking so much again? He has 2 places of the queen. Does he have a secret third spot? No, I don't think. I don't see a secret third spot. Well, I also have a lot of plans after that. And once he moves, after I eat the rook, we will also eat the pawn. Because there's no reason not to, and it's just a free pawn after that. Which means we could get an even bigger advantage to the advantage we already have. He's thinking a lot when he has only 2 logical moves. He moved probably the better logical move. We eat the rook. Who will he eat with? The king or that knight? Or the queen? Queen's probably the worst. And now we have a pawn to eat, and well, there's no reason not to. It's a free... Oh no, it's not a free pawn! He has a queen for miles away. But that's not exactly miles away. The usual miles away are very hard to see. But I don't like the knight here anyway, so I'm getting him out of here. That was the top priority in the first place. That knight is already winning it all. But this bush is helping, I think. I don't know yet. I just kind of placed him there. Because I thought it would be very strong, but it's not really doing anything. I need to think of a plan. That plan is to trade every single piece off. And that's a pretty strong plan considering I'm up 3 whole points of material. So I can even afford to have 1 blunder. So,